Hello, my name is Anthony Caro, and I do support project labor agreements. I feel like it's these sort of agreements that keep our district in a good partnership with our workers. In some instances, it's agreements such as this that hold the district accountable. It's agreements such as this that make sure that we're in line and that everybody else is in line and that we could move forward. So I support project labor agreements. Okay, this one really hits home too. So, budget issue facing the district. Some might not agree, but I think it is teacher pay. To me, it is a travesty what we're paying our teachers right now. So I do work in Arkansas as well, and those teachers over there are getting paid the exact same amount as our teachers here, and this is the Bay Area. Over there, with your teacher salary, you could afford a mansion and still have money left over. And I know this because I've seen these homes, I've seen these teachers that live in those homes. Here, we're living in this marketing this housing bubble, and we're not paying our teachers enough. So I've met teachers who live in Stockton. I've met teachers who have to drive 2 hours just to get here to work with our students. Now, if we're not paying them enough, if we're not giving them enough supports, why would they want to stay? I've met teachers who have left this district to go to Marin, to go to Vacaville, to go to Fairfield, just because they're paying more over there and it's cheaper to live over there. So if we want to keep our high quality teachers, we need to pay them more, and we need to figure out a way to do that. Maybe we need to start cutting the consultants that we have. Thank you. All right, so what I would bring to the table is listening. And I feel that that's something that hasn't really been brought up, is that we need to start listening to our parents, students, and teachers. And that's something that I've been doing the past few years. So I first moved to Richmond when I started working in the warehouses here. And I met students, well, former students, and that's what they're doing. And they would tell me their problems with the school system, and that's why they ended up where they were at. And I feel that that's something we need to start doing. The first thing that I would do as a school board member is start motivational programs. I've seen a lot of y'all yawning right now. I've seen a lot of y'all falling asleep right now. If this is you at a very important event, how do you think our students are feeling right now in the classroom? Think about that. That's a real question. So when I come into a school with my organization, so I run an organization called Citizens Power Network, and students ask me, what do you do? How do you get paid? And I say, I run a nonprofit organization. They have no idea what that is. They ask, what is that? And I say, well, I get paid to provide services. Automatically like, wait, how do I do that? I want to do that. I'm motivating them to do things. And now imagine what the district could be doing if we started motivating them as well. What if we had outside people coming in and motivating them? Thank you. I support district elections for one reason, and that's money. In this at-large system that we have, one of us, well, all of us, we have to canvass in Hercules, Pinole, El Cerrito, Richmond, so the whole area. Do you know how much that cost? We have 3 incumbents right here who have ran at-large elections and won. Ask them how much money they've spent. Now, this isn't an attack on them. This is just facts. How much money have they spent? I'm trying to run a campaign with $10,000, and that's it. Now, to some people, that's laughable, but I don't have tons of money to be canvassing everywhere. In district elections, all I have to do is canvass in my neighborhood. That's it. I could potentially hit every door in my neighborhood and win that way. But right now, with at-large election systems, how are low-income people such as myself, how are minorities such as myself, how are people that have been disenfranchised for so long supposed to be going out and campaigning? Luckily, my schedule is flexible, and I could campaign in Hercules and El Cerrito. But what if I worked 9 to 5? What if I was a food school worker and I decided to run for school board? Where would I find the time to be canvassing in this entire district? Thank you. So it's not just CCSA, it's Students for Education Reform and other groups like that. And when I saw that they spent a couple $100,000 at the last election, I just thought it'd be really easy to win if I would go charter. But I'm not going to go charter, and that's because they don't own me and nobody owns me except the community, and that's the only people that I'm taking money from. I'm not sure if there's going to be another charter question, so I'm going to address this now. If charters are so evil, why are they winning? They're winning because they're listening. They're winning because they're going door to door, they're talking to parents, and they're canvassing. Why aren't we doing the same? When a charter comes to a parent's door and they say, hey, are you happy with your school? What? No, you're not here. Why don't you come to this charter school here? That's what they're doing, and it works. Why aren't we promoting our schools the same way that they are? Why aren't we showing parents and students how great our district schools are? And that is the only reason why CCSA has a foot here. That is the only reason why the charters, why there's so many of them here, is because they're listening, and that's how they're winning. If we want to be doing the same, if we want to get rid of charters in this district, we need to start listening to parents and acting on that.